let's go on. So you continue, Martha, saying, but I am interested in a different aspect of communication. As the experience deepens, is it more difficult to put oneself back in the shoes of a person who is unenlightened? You would never do that. Why put yourself back into the shoes of a person who is less enlightened? I could try to speak the way I was speaking when I was in Lithuania, but I don't want. Maybe these videos are more helpful to people than my present videos. Maybe these videos are more, it is easier to understand them, and maybe I speak more, I explain myself more. But I'm not thinking about speaking the same way. I don't want to put myself back into those shoes. Because it is the same as with this question. If somebody asks you what is love, and you have truly lived love, would you be interested to answering in some more shallow way of your realization about love? You would not. So, I don't know if it is possible to put yourself back into the shoes of yourself being less enlightened, but I think that you would never do. You want to be more enlightened, not less enlightened, if I understood your question correctly. So you go on. If so, then would a few seekers benefit more from a less enlightened individual than the fully enlightened ones? You understand it? If so, then would a few seekers benefit more from a less enlightened individual than the fully enlightened ones? This sounds wrong, but I wonder about this. Yes, I was thinking about this. Person who starts meditating, who becomes more aware, who becomes more enlightened, he has things to say, things to share, and he will start speaking, he will start sharing, he will start chanting, and people will understand him, people will follow him, and people will learn, and it is wonderful. But as this person goes on and becomes deeper and deeper, he will not be able to the enlightenment he comes to, he cannot express with words anymore. So in this way it is true. People will not understand him. He will not have any followers. He will be misunderstood. But I think that there are people who are more realized, how should they put it into words? But the true master of really high enlightenment, the masses will not understand him and will not listen to him and will not know him, will not recognize him. But the people who have experienced meditation and who grew in their understanding, who are of higher type of enlightenment, they will understand this fully enlightened one. They will feel that there is something in him. These people will be few, but they will learn from this one. A few ones will learn from this truly enlightened one. And in turn, these few ones will become masters themselves to another, a bit lower masters. And these masters will teach the masses, the people. It is like a pyramid. This is what I think about this, if I express myself correctly. I don't know if it is a kind of exception that I consider Osho enlightened being. I like the videos I watched of Muji, of Eckhart Tolle, and it seems like the masses are listening to them and are being helped by these people, and they have what to say. They do not stay silent. Osho have spoken so much, for example. I believe there are exceptions. I believe that each of us, finally, we have our own path. Each of us way different. Not all the people who become enlightened are going to teach. No, I think that only very few of them. The ones that are to do this. We are all different, we are all unique, we all have our own path. So so I'm not saying that Osho is not a master because he had spoken a lot. No. It is getting brighter, no? I started the videos and it was early morning, and now it is brighter. I like the morning. I like the morning time when it is, everything is still, there is no movement, people are still asleep. I like to be awake when people are asleep. It's gonna be a long video now.